We're going to give each student a paragraph that will be at or below their reading level, and we're going to make a keyword outline. I've chosen one on the next page called Vulture Bees. The other thing about choosing your source documents is to make sure it's enjoyable, that they can read it, and perhaps, if you have boys in your class, it should have some disgusting elements in it. We want to make sure that we're engaging our boys, especially, and they like to read things that are kind of disgusting and with a little bit of blood in them, or maybe some. Okay, so let me read this to you. This would be the procedure. As we would first, everybody has the paragraph, and I'm going to read it to you. Okay, Vulture bees. In the forests of Central and South America, scientists have discovered a very different kind of bee. This strange bee does not feed on pollen and nectar as most other bees do. Instead, it gobbles up the flesh of dead snakes, anteaters, and other forest creatures. When these bees feed, they spit out a special chemical called an enzyme. This enzyme changes the dead animal's flesh into a gooey, chewy mush. The bees eat the mushy meat and store it in their special meat stomachs. So you see, we've got a little bit of the disgusting stuff in there, so a little bit more interesting. Fortunately, I don't think we have vulture bees here, although the other day I asked my husband Brian to move one of our pots. I had a hosta in a pot, and I wanted it to be moved further into the shade, and he picked it up, and these hornets had made a nest inside the pot. And he quickly dropped the pot and ran away. And I don't know whether you're still in pain or not, but there were many hornets. But they weren't vulture bees. They were not eating dead flesh. He was still alive. All right. So the idea here is to first read it out loud to your students. And now let's make a keyword outline. A keyword outline choosing key words. The important words in each sentence that will help you remember what the sentence was about. So the key words, important words, and we're only looking for maximum of 3 key words per sentence. So let's read that first sentence again. And so let's make sure that we put our title at the very top of the page in the big space. And your red line is on the left side. And we're always going to do our outlining method starting with the Roman numeral 1 and then the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to keep this consistent throughout the entire program. This means the topic sentence as we get further into the program, but in this case this is the first sentence. Let's take that first sentence. In the forests of Central and South America, scientists have discovered a very different kind of bee. What are the key words here? What would you say the key words are in this sentence? They discovered, okay. Who discovered? The scientists. Okay, we can have some more. What else is key here? A bee, yes, that's very key. And we have it in the title. So we'll remember that this whole thing is about the bees, but it is the key word, okay? The location, okay, let's put down the location. It's in Central and South America. So when we're outlining, we're just trying to get our information down, and so we're going to use some abbreviations as well. This is, and make sure that we're just taking words, not phrases, okay, just key words. One of the rules that Dr. Webster has made is that it's a maximum of three key words, but numbers and symbols are free. So if you can draw a picture, so always this is my, people, right? This is my ears. You could teach them some of those things. Hearing, this is hearing for me. Okay, so you can teach them some of those so that they can become quicker. Are you teaching younger grades?
Yeah, I think grade 4.
Okay, I think you can do this. All right, the next sentence. This strange bee does not feed on pollen and nectar as most other bees do. So what's important here? It doesn't. You're right. It doesn't. What does it not do? It does not feed on pollen and nectar. So what I'm going to do, this is a very cool symbol. Feed. It does not feed. And And I'm going to put a circle around it with a line through it, you know, like the no smoking, right? So it means the opposite. It doesn't feed. You're right, the key word is doesn't, but what doesn't? What doesn't it do? So it doesn't feed, okay? This symbol, this particular note-taking symbol can be very useful all the way through. It's the opposite, okay? It doesn't feed on pollen and nectar. Instead, it gobbles up the flesh of dead snakes, anteaters, and other forest creatures. So what does it do? It gobbles. What does it gobble? What kind of flesh? Creatures, okay. What's really important about this flesh, though? It's dead. Yes, it's the roadkill on the forest floor, right? They're not attacking live people. All right, so creatures, so anteaters and snakes. But now, with your younger students, they may not think about creatures. So you could just put down snakes as one of them, and then just remember maybe anteaters, okay? For your very young students, or perhaps those that are having difficulty choosing keywords, you could have them underline keywords in this source document to begin with, and then transfer those underlined words to the outline, okay? That makes it easier. Then that also means that those words go onto the outline in order. So if you're having any students that are having trouble, have them underline those keywords.